Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Beer Geek Nation. I'm yours, Chris. Thank you so much for joining me once again for another beer review. And today, guys, we're looking at another Dogfish Head beer. I previously reviewed this beer, but a lot of you guys keep requesting that I re-review it. My palate has changed and all that good stuff, so I wanted to look at it again. This, my friends, is from Dogfish Head. This is their Palo Santo Marron. It's a 12% alcohol by volume imperial brown ale that's aged in their Palo Santo tanks, which are basically these gigantic 10,000 gallon wood tanks that they use Palo Santo wood from Paraguay in. It's the heaviest, most dense wood on the planet. So you guys can see my previous review of this one. It really surprised me. So let me see how it does again. Let me get into a glass so you guys know how it smells, tastes, and give you the verdict on the Dogfish Head Palo Santo Marron. Alright guys, so the appearance on the Palo Santo Marron, it looks a lot like an Imperial Stout. When you're pouring it, you actually do get hints of brown in there as it kind of like bounces up and hits the side of the glass. You do definitely get it like a dark brown, but shining it through the light, it's pitch black. There's blood red colors in there. You can't see any light through it. There's about a half of a finger of an off-white. It's a dark kind of khaki brown head on there. Really nice tight bigger bubbles around the side, and there's tight white bubbles in the middle, tight off-white bubbles in the middle. Overall, it just looks a lot like an Imperial Stout with like hints of brown in there. Just a really interesting looking beer. All right guys, so the aroma on the Palo Santo. Wow, yeah, I mean, there's just massive amounts of big licorice, dark fruits. There's a slight roasted quality to it. There's a slight kind of oaky kind of vibrance to it, and I'm assuming that's from the tanks. Definitely getting some of the alcohol at 12%. I would expect that though. Big caramel and toffee notes in there, a slight espresso bean or a dark chocolate. Yeah, it smells like a perfect combination between a really big brown ale and a really big Imperial Stout. It's a really interesting smelling beer. All right guys, so the taste on the Palo Santo Marron, cheers. Right at the front of the tongue, it drinks like an Imperial Stout. Big coffee flavors. There's a bitterness from a dark chocolate right at the front of the tongue. Nice espresso bean, this type of bitterness. Middle of this mouth, this beer that just takes over. Coats your mouth with this dark chocolate bitterness. There's a nice espresso quality coming through. Big roasted notes, big malty sweetness. Again, coffee, a burnt kind of caramel kind of flavor coming through. You're getting a little bit of that wood character in there. It's just enough to kind of accentuate some of the malt characteristics in this one. Nice sweet finish on this one. Aftertaste, I'm getting a little of the burning from the alcohol in this one, more of the roasted qualities, the chocolate, the coffee. It's just a really well-balanced beer from Dogfish Head, and at 12%, you wouldn't expect that, but it's just an easy beer to drink. You do taste the alcohol, you do feel it, but it matches the malt profile, it matches the bitterness of the beer, and it's just an overall, just a really nice drinking beer. All right guys, so the final verdict on the Dogfish Head Palo Santo Marron, 12% alcohol by volume. This is a year-round release for them. Guys, this beer for me gets an A. I love this beer. This is probably my favorite Dogfish Head beer, and the fact that it's year-round just is awesome. At 12%, it doesn't drink like that. It feels like it, but it doesn't drink like it. It's a big, flavorful, robust type of beer. It tastes like an Imperial Stout, but there's definitely those brown ale characteristics in there with the big caramel and toffee notes. The Palo Santo wood really adds kind of a slight flavor to it. It's not like a bourbon barrel aged beer, so don't get your hopes up for that, but it's definitely there. There's definitely some oakiness, kind of an oakiness quality, kind of helped cut some of the sweetness in this one. Check it out, Dogfish Head Palo Santo Marron. I think it's personally my favorite Dogfish Head beer. 12% alcohol by volume, available year round. Remember folks, life is too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.